A plan to take down the Court of Owls leads Turner and the team to a notorious mobster family. Carrie and Stephanie prepare for Gotham Academy's parents' luncheon, and Harvey seeks help from a psychiatrist. Hello, entertainment enthusiasts. This is Ray, and this is the Fandom Realm. And today, I'm reviewing Episode 5 of Gotham Knights. As always, spoilers abound, so just be aware. And so last week on Gotham Knights, another very strong episode in which we basically revealed the Court of Owls to Turner. Also, Cressida was revealed as an enemy. With that, we also learned the identity of the Butcher of Gotham, and that all leads us into this episode number 5. Now, I've been enjoying this show. I know there's a lot of folks out there who are really trashing it, but I mean, it has kept me entertained, and I'm enjoying most everything about it so far. It looks like by looking at some of the rankings, it's one of the more popular shows on HBO Max and overall right now. So it's got off to a good start. We're entering halfway territory here pretty soon, and so I'm really interested to see where we're going. So with that, let's take a look at episode 5. All right, here we go. Okay, so this little bar here, let's see what's going on.
Just the cash. Yeah.
Okay, so they're being shaken down, it looks like here.
Business has been slow. You know how it is.
Paying for protection, not enough money, not good. So that's really not called for, guys. Come on now. If you burn down their business, how in the heck are they ever going to keep paying you?
Oh, good. You're awake.
All right. So we have Robin's mom.
You know what I always say?
If you stay ready,
You don't have to get ready.
Yeah.
I'm assuming she must be a single mom.
You want to do takeout tonight? That way you'll have leftovers tomorrow when I'm on shift.
And I guess she's a doctor too, which is really interesting.
Important that I show up to these things. All right, miss one event, and that becomes my label.
Well, I'm going to tell you, as a teacher, that's what happens all the time.
Go on. Go save lives.
Love you.
Whether it's fair or not, that is what happens.
Let me try this again. I brought donuts.
Someone turn her down.
Okay, so Stephanie come into the group.
I don't know. If he really is 130 years old and still in fighting shape, who knows what he can survive?
Okay, so still having discussions over the Talon.
She's not. Well, at least not directly. She wouldn't want a financial tie because she's smart.
And Cressida now, who betrayed Turner and the whole family.
A fake. Probably controlled by the court to pay for things they don't want traceable back.
Okay, so that makes sense.
I know my husband came to see you a few days ago. Was it about us?
Ah, so she was suspicious about what was going on.
You sure know how to give a girl perspective.
Can we just be pleasant for the press and otherwise stay away?
Okay, so Harvey trying to be good Harvey here.
City's most dangerous mob. Drug trafficking, smuggling, running protection racket.
So the mob has that information.
You what?
Well, this just got juicy.
Okay, everybody. So for this first section here, just a big thing. This is just introing us here. And the big thing is learning that basically that diary, that book, that information they got, they need to find out they need to break in and find out what the mob's doing, because they got all this information on, who is, or they're trying to find the information on who was paying for the Butcher of Gotham's daughter to be in the nursing home she's in. And so they need to do more, and they need to find that, and that's what's leading them to
The point is only
the mob.
boss actually knew who they were laundering money for.
Okay, so she dated Mobster's son.
Untouchable for so many years. Probably getting protection from the court in exchange for laundering their cash.
Okay, so the mob and the court working together, of course, makes sense.
I can hack them. See if I get a hold of those records.
Okay.
We're gonna rob the mob.
Well, at some point they had to make some corny little statement like that.
One's all Turner.
Congrats, Turner. You're officially crazier than the crazy ones.
Sure seems like it, doesn't it?
Storming a mob stronghold in broad daylight? What could go wrong?
Oh, yeah. Anything and everything.
Campaign donation?
I'll settle for your professional opinion on something.
Come on in.
Okay, so this is a psychiatrist, I'm guessing, or a psychologist.
Missing time. And possibly doing things that he doesn't remember.
Okay, let's play this whole a friend of mine routine.
Like identity dysmorphia.
Like the kind your father suffered from?
Oh, that's interesting.
Am I really that bad of a liar?
I mean,
Okay, so he's trying to come to terms and figure things out here.
So how were you in there before?
Dylan and I hung out there.
That's code for getting banged.
Oh, gotta love Druella there.
Well, if trucks are constantly going in and out through the yard every day.
Then maybe we can hitch a ride.
Okay, good enough plan. People do it all the time. Okay, again, they're together. They're working on a plan. I like that.
Got your club soda.
Gotham Academy here in this speech.
No. It's all true. I am proud of you.
Okay, so her mom basically looks like she's a drunk. All right, and Turner stepping up there. And so here we basically are seeing the group's putting a plan into effect. They're going to rob the mob, as Turner said. And I love the idea of the plan. Of course, they've got to step up and do something. They are sort of, there's no Batman now. So, maybe they can establish themselves sort of as some heroes here if certain things happen. But with that, we also get introduced to Stephanie's mom. So she's an alcoholic. So I think we've actually been told that before, but we get to see it here in sort of her tense relationship with Stephanie here at Gotham Academy.
Outside's clear.
I don't know what it is, but I like these scenes where they walk in together. Okay, so Harper's the safe cracker.
With all of this.
Wow, look at all the money.
Oh my God, you're right, little bird. I'm so sorry. We are rich.
I like her nicknames for these people.
No, Duella, this is like dirty money. This has been taken from innocent people, small businesses in the neighborhood.
Little Bird, Bat Brat. I love those.
That racket is good, but not this good.
What does that mean?
This has to be court money that the McKellans are laundering for them.
Okay, so, boy, they just leave money laying around there.
What am I going to do about you?
But I guess it's supposed to be heavily protected, though.
Harper?
Dylan! How was church?
Okay, so this is Dylan, and
The Academy has shaped the minds and careers of Gotham's most prominent citizens.
now she's seeing her mom getting alcohol.
Why do I have the key, and why did I wake up in City Hall with no memory of how I...
Okay, still Harvey trying to be good Harvey.
And that you work with closely on a daily basis accidentally got mixed up with your own.
And I'm going to talk about something at the very end of the video.
Who I could be.
What do you mean by that?
I'm going to talk something about Harvey at the very end of the video, so watch for that.
He would beat me if I missed a few notes at piano.
Oh, so he sounds a little like he has a split personality or something.
This perfect dad who was warm and loving.
So he has gotten something passed down to him.
And he would just rush over and
make sure I was okay.
Okay. I mean, sounds like it would have been nice if that's how he was all the time.
Does not mean you inherited your father's disorder.
You know, I'm not really trusting her very much.
Nothing you're concerned about here.
I think your anxiety is off the charts.
Of course, I'm not really trusting very many people in this show right now.
Gotham needs you, Harvey.
I mean, I hope she's not evil, but boy, she sure does seem to be suspicious to me. Okay. And basically in this section, the Gotham Knights have gotten to the warehouse, and they are breaking in, and they find all this money. They also find Harper's ex, who is walking in on them. We'll see how that turns out. And Harvey talking to the psychologist. Not much to say with that. I'm gonna talk about him later. But it definitely seems like something has been passed down from his father to him.
Do you know my daughter, Carrie Kelly? I can't seem to find her anywhere.
Oh, no. Bad day.
This kind of absence has been a bit of a pattern for her lately.
I can't even imagine being a parent and finding that out.
But then again, as soon as you got the money from our job, you split.
I would completely go nuts if I found that out about a kid.
You, Harper? You just left, no warning, no discussion.
Oh, so she took some money for something.
Cullen? Her brother?
All right, so he didn't know about her brother.
Lucky for you. Stuff and reward money can't fix.
He's going to turn him in.
Good news, boys. We just caught Bruce Wayne's killers.
Wow, the mob turning in Bruce Wayne's killers. Imagine that. Okay, so Turner seems to be the only one that ever fights.
Okay, I'll just get the door's frequency.
Better lock down any other entry points. Make sure they can't get in.
Well, other than Robin, but still, Robin seems to take a little bit of a back seat.
Her son is roasting over a nice bonfire made out of all this cat.
Okay, so the mobster is actually a female. Have they messed that up, or is that true?
I suggest you back the hell off.
Okay, nice of Druella to step up.
And apparently, my mom made it to the parents' luncheon after all.
I really think Druella has taken sort of a back seat in the last few weeks.
We swore we'd always be honest with each other because no one else was.
Okay, here we get where we need some communication going on.
What did you possibly think was worth getting mixed up with the mob?
You, Cullen.
Oh, goodness. Did she?
You told me you stole that money from Dad.
Like he ever had any money left after the...
Oh, she stole the money for his top surgery.
Mom? Well, he's better than that Turner kid who had his own father killed.
And then lied to him. That's bad. Okay, so with this little section here, really the big things is, boy, we get to see Stephanie's mom and what she thinks about Turner. She's not very happy with him. Also, just the moment between Harper and Cullen, and it's sort of why I like these characters so much. They are communicating now. They probably should have before. She probably should have told him what she had done. But now they're sort of getting it off their chest. They're figuring things out. And to me, it just goes to all these characters. We'll say the Gotham Knights together and Robin. And sort of the way they are putting them together and having them bond with each other.
Hello? Hello?
All right, so that's got to be Court of Owls music, I would imagine.
I made it to school. Where are you?
I'm at a study group.
Ouch, 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 ouch.
Oh, okay, so did things just get better or worse?
The McKillens have cops on their payroll.
All right, so they got the cops here, and the cops are dirty. This is bad.
We could do this the peaceful way or the fun way.
Peaceful or fun. Hard or easy?
Well, being reckless got us into this. We're gonna have to be reckless to get us out.
And I love, he just sort of steps up as a leader.
They're burning the money!
Ooh, that would be bad. 30 million, gone. Okay, good plan. Good plan. Like that. Not sure a box van's going to outrun police cars, though, but that's okay. Okay, so they're going to throw the money out in the road. I don't see that that was probably the plan to start with, but you're going to get people coming out. All right, so throwing that money out there is going to get a lot of people coming out in the roads.
No, this one is mine.
Oh, she had a bag she was going to keep for herself. Well, it's going to be gone now. Yeah, look at all that money just floating around there. It's going to cause all kinds of people to come out. I love Cullen's reaction there, too, as they're leaving. Okay, from this section, I really like when you can make a daring escape and make everybody feel good about it. And that's sort of what they do here on the escape as they're throwing that money out. It's getting people to come out in the roads. It's more of a distraction. And then they're going to use cars stopping to try to block the police, which is a little lucky. And it's something that, you know, this is one of those things that happens on TV shows and movies all the time. It's a little off, but, you know, it's one of those things. I don't knock anybody down for it. But, you know, I'd like to see a few more original ideas in chase scenes like that.
Unknown vigilantes have littered the streets with millions of dollars worth of cash.
Oh, $30 million. That's redistributed wealth.
The Dark Knight got killed.
Seems to me Gotham got some new knights.
Oh, they called them the Gotham Knights. Awesome.
The Gotham Knights.
I'll take that over Bruce Wayne's killers.
What do you think?
I love the reaction to that, too. At least Cullen's.
When they realize their new heroes are also their most wanted fugitives.
That's almost the two sides of a coin idea to me. Okay, sort of comparing the two families there.
Dude, your art.
Robin's mom covering her up, and then basically...
I just want to say thank you.
Stephanie covering up her mom, who is out because of the drugs.
Seriously, Harper, thank you.
Yeah, I really liked his drawing there of Gotham Knights. Hopefully we'll see that.
I don't utterly loathe this new Bat Brat.
Hey, we haven't heard her call him Bat Brat in a while.
Your comfort zone, and I think you like it there.
Maybe Harper's right, and I'm just getting carried.
It's not necessarily a great thing.
When you've got no one left to trust, you learn how to trust yourself.
She gives some good advice.
Well, if that means not playing by the rules anymore, count me in.
I don't know how much that's going to actually be true for him.
Then we have to find a way to crack it.
Yeah, it's a complex cipher that's going to be tough to break.
Okay, so all those, what they went to get is coded. Okay, so Harvey has woken up in someone's bed.
Well, you've got my vote.
Well, of course it's hers. boy, I don't even know what to say. I was liking Harvey so much, and he's obviously going to be a bad guy. I'm going to talk more about that in a couple. Okay, just this little section here. Again, I really like the interactions between Druella and Turner. I think those are some of the strongest in any of the episodes so far for Gotham Knight. I really like those and how he's sort of changing, but he said rules maybe don't matter as much. And I don't know that should be true for him, because he's got a very straight moral compass for the most part. He knows what's right and wrong. Those are rules. And so I don't want to see him basically become a criminal, sort of like, Druella, the group, they were criminals. They were stealing things, not morally right, okay? He knows that is not morally right. I don't want to see him turning into that, okay? And so that's something important. And then, of course, again, Cullen and Harper very close together. Now, with that, that does it for our recap. And now I'm going to go into my review. And with that, I'm going to actually mostly do it as ups and down, okay? And I'm going to start out with a down. And it's not necessarily that it's anything terrible, but I really would like for them in the future to concentrate a little more on fight choreography. I don't know what's going on, but when Turner's fighting, it looks funny, okay? It doesn't necessarily look, I hate to say real, because fight choreography fights won't happen like that. But I would like to see, it's just something in the choreography. It might be the filming. I don't know exactly what they're doing with it, but it just looks a little odd. And it's been all the way back to fought the Talon with his sword. There was something going on in that. We fought the guy here. I'd like for a little more choreography, maybe something where it seems a little more realistic, maybe a little bit longer. I know fights are not probably going to last very long in real life, but, they've just got to, I don't know, there's just a little something there that's bugging me. Now, for positives, continuing the cast and the group, and this is a huge up for me, and it continues up, is the cast. They are knocking it out of the ballpark. And that's not just the Gotham Knights and Robin. That is actually everything, Misha as well, okay? They're doing a very good job selling the show. They're doing a very good job of getting the Gotham Knights to have chemistry with each other. I love it when there is a group, and then I also love it when they are broken down, especially in pairs, talk to each other, and sort of seeing, they're the both sides of the coin idea, okay? And that sort of goes to, Turner's been Mr. Goody Two-Shoe. Now he's got some, I won't say blood on his hands, but, he's done some illegal thing. And so, he's growing. I'm not sure that's where we want him to grow, but he is growing. Okay, so the cast, their acting, chemistry, I would almost say that's three big ups. Next up, and that is going to be basically Harvey struggling with what he is, and we don't know what he is yet. And so with that, you find out about his past, his father, his abusive father, a father that may have had some type of multiple personality going on, and it may have gone down to Harvey. Of course, Harvey's going to talk to the psychiatrist about the key, and then throws it out. I guess that's a river. And so then he wakes up in his opponent's wife's bed at the end after basically putting her down earlier. And so lots of questions here on Harvey. Now, I want to jump in here just real quick. This is spoiler information, so skip about a minute if you don't want to hear this. Again, spoiler information, so skip ahead if you don't want this. But when I first went to, I believe it was IMDb, looking at the cast and wanting to find out more, they actually at first did not list Harvey Dent as Harvey Dent. They actually listed Harvey Dent as Tooth. And I'm going to be honest, that was something that, if it's true, and it's looking like it is, that was a huge spoiler that they let out early on. And it wasn't out publicly. I haven't really heard a lot of people talk about it. I haven't talked about it. But that's something that website, they've got to be more careful about things like that, because you just have a situation there where that was that's a huge spoiler for people, and I feel like I'm not getting the correct feeling from watching him have basic personalities, possibly because I know it's looking like they are making him fake, and to me that's a little bit of a problem. Now, most of the Harvey interactions in here, those are up. The fact that this possibly was spoiled, that's a down. Okay. Last up, I love the pacing. Okay, they're telling a story and they're getting it done. They're not waiting. There's not any type of let's go off on these side quests like we're getting in so many stories. I do know there's at least 12 episodes of Gotham Knights, and somebody told me, or I saw on a Facebook post or something, that there's actually a 13th episode. So we're nearing or getting close to that halfway point. We're definitely through the first act of the entire series, and so I'm going to be interested to see where we go here. Okay. Now, generally speaking, just to give a grade now, generally speaking, I like this episode. I'm going to give it probably a B. Okay. And it's a solid, very good episode. I'm not sure it reaches yet an A level for me, but boy, I am just definitely enjoying the show. And I'm glad I decided to go ahead and do it as a reaction and review video and put it on the schedule. Okay. So with that, I hope everybody enjoyed the review. Please subscribe to the channel. Help us out in that area. Like the videos, smash that like button, and comment below. Guys, more comments you make, the more it helps, the more I can answer, the more we can discuss things. And so with that, have a great day, and I'll see you next time on the Fandom Realm.